Hi angels, welcome back to my channel, and hello and welcome if you are new and this is the first time that you're joining us here on my channel. My name's Tara. I post makeup tutorials and things like that here on my channel, so if that's something that tickles your fancy and you feel like sticking around, then please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell and join the family. So hi guys, I hope you're having a fantastic December. I'm so sorry that I haven't been uploading as usual. I've had quite a lot of things going on personally and work, so I'm here now and I've got you covered for Netflix recommendations over the Christmas season. So sit back, grab a cup of tea, grab a cup of coffee, and let's get straight into it because these videos can become quite long. So yeah, the first one I want to talk about is V Wars. Now V Wars is basically a program on Netflix. It's an original Netflix program. It's got one season, so you're pretty much over it in an afternoon. So that's why I wanted to talk about this one first. I've literally just started watching it, and yeah, I've literally just started watching it. I'm on episode 3 and it is really good. So basically the government are trying to contain so basically, V Wars is about the government struggling to contain and understand an outbreak. Two scientists, a scientist and his best friend, go to the Arctic, and basically they've not heard from the staff there for a few days, so they go and investigate. And yeah, they go and investigate. Sorry, I just had a text from Tony then. So they go and investigate and basically find this contaminated artifact on the floor. Now obviously alarm bells start ringing with Luther, who is the main character, and he basically says, we need to ring the government, we need to ring everybody. This is going to be an outbreak. It's from the Ice Age, this artifact, so yeah. So anyway, these two guys get quarantined. One of them become really sick. One of them seems to just get a little bit of a cold. I'm not going to say who because I don't want to spoil it. But then basically he turns into a blood-sucking fiend. Bit like a vampire, basically. It's a bit scary in places and a bit gory as well. But if you're into that kind of thing like I am, then this is going to be a real good programme to watch after you've had your Christmas dinner and you're digesting your turkey. Maybe not that soon, but yeah, it's a really good one to watch, so I'd recommend that one. My next recommendation is The Crown. Now this is obviously about the royal family, the British royal family, and Queen Elizabeth when she becomes queen. She becomes queen in the event of the death of her father, who's been really poorly. And basically it just shows you the struggles that Queen Elizabeth went through, because she became queen quite young, and she became queen not long after she married Philip. And yeah, she struggled quite a lot to cope with it, with the changes, because obviously there were big dramatic changes when she became queen, and certain things she could do and certain things obviously she couldn't do. And yeah, it's really gripping. So that's got 3 seasons in it, and that's a really good one to sit and watch with the whole family over Christmas. I enjoyed it so much. I really didn't think I would, because I'm not really into the royal family, but I love the royal family, don't get me wrong, but I just thought maybe that wasn't really something for me. But then I got completely obsessed with it. This recommendation is The Movies That Made Us. Now this is absolutely brilliant. It shows you all the movies from Dirty Dancing, Home Alone, and many more titles. And basically it shows you behind the scenes of some of the greatest films of our time, of our generation, that nearly never made the cut. And this is a really good one for all the family to sit and watch, because even the older generation of the family might say, oh my god, that was like my favourite film of all time, and it nearly never got made. And it basically shows you all behind the scenes of basically the films that made us. The next one I want to talk about is Prank Encounters. This is absolutely hilarious. I absolutely love this. Basically it says what it is on the title. It's Prank Encounters. So basically, the guy from Stranger Things, the young guy from Stranger Things, basically pranks people. He gets people to come in and he's got actors and basically they prank these people, and it is highly hilarious, and I would definitely recommend that you check that out over Christmas because it's brilliant. All the family can watch it together, you can all have a laugh, and yeah, maybe you can do some of your own prank encounters in return. The next one I want to talk about is Stranger Things, and everybody and their cat, their dog, their neighbour and their granddad have basically watched this. I'm a bit on the fence about it. I keep trying to watch it, but then I get a little bit distracted. But my daughter, my teenage daughter, is absolutely obsessed with Stranger Things. So basically, this is about a little boy that goes missing, and his friends believe that he's in a third dimension world, upside down world I think it's called, I'm not quite sure, but it is one for the teenagers basically, and my daughter, like I say, is absolutely obsessed. So it's a group of friends, one of the friends goes missing, then the mother of the little boy that's gone missing basically thinks she's getting messages from her son through music, through Christmas lights that she puts up, and it's very intriguing, and there's supposed to be this like alien that took him, and it's in a third dimension. I don't know if I'm really explaining this very well, but then there's a young girl called Elle, 11, but they call her Elle, and she's got special powers and she helps them try and track down where their friend is. So yeah, it's really intriguing, and I must really sit down and actually concentrate on watching it. So maybe I'll do that over the Christmas season. So the next one I want to talk about is Lucifer. Now this is the actual devil. He is the actual devil, and he comes to LA for a summer holiday and decides to stay. He falls in love with a detective, but he can't tell the detective that he loves her, but he falls in love with a detective, and basically he starts helping her with crimes. So she's a detective, he decides he's going to help her with solve some of the crimes, and it is really gripping and I'm obsessed with it. On Netflix I think there's only one season, but on Amazon Prime there's about 6 seasons. So yeah, it's really, really gripping, really good to watch over the Christmas period. So that is one of my recommendations. Next recommendation is American Horror Story. I am absolutely obsessed with American Horror Story. There are 8 seasons in this, and each season has about 10 or 11 episodes, and there are so many episodes to watch on this. So they all have different meanings. So you've got the murder house, you've got asylum, you've got the coven, you've got freak show, the hotel, Roanoke, the cult, and my absolute favourite, Apocalypse. And yeah, if you haven't watched American Horror Story, I'd definitely get into it over the Christmas season. There's lots to watch. There's in different seasons there's different stories, but all the characters are in each season, so it's absolutely brilliant, but they are different characters in each season. So it's a little bit confusing, but it's really, really gripping and really good. My favourite seasons are Murder House, The Coven, and Apocalypse. So yeah, definitely one to watch, guys. So my next recommendation is the originals. These are the original vampires of New Orleans, and they're basically the first ever vampires ever, and the only way they can be killed is with a white stake oak. And yeah, so this is absolutely brilliant. I'm in love with Klaus Mikaelson and Elijah Mikaelson. They are obviously the vampires, so you've got vampires, werewolves, witches, all of it in one show. There are 5 seasons in this, and believe me when I tell you, you will become absolutely obsessed. So basically Klaus is one of the Mikaelsons, which is one of the originals, falls in love with a werewolf, and they have a one-night stand and end up, Haley, the werewolf ends up being pregnant with Klaus's baby, and the witches get hold of it. They don't really like it because they think that the baby's gonna be the next devil basically, and try to kill the baby. So obviously the werewolves and the vampires all team together to stop the witches. I don't want to spoil it too much, but it is definitely one to watch. There are 5 seasons, and in each season there are 22 episodes. So it's going to take a while to get through, but believe you me, I absolutely am obsessed. I believe you are going to be obsessed with it. We should all be obsessed with the originals. So going on to Christmas films now, one that absolutely has got a little piece of my heart is Arthur Christmas. Now this is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus basically, and he tries to carry out the important mission of Christmas. And I don't want to spoil it a bit, but definitely give Arthur Christmas a go this year. It is absolutely one for all the family to sit down and watch together. So it's an absolutely wonderful little Christmas story about a little boy who tries to help Father Christmas. Definitely watch Nativity. Nativity 1, 2 and 3 are all on Netflix, UK Netflix. This is so uplifting, so magical for the Christmas season. I truly, definitely believe that you all should sit and watch the Nativity. Like I say, it basically is funny, it's uplifting, it's magical, it's children doing nativity plays. So it's one for all the family to sit down after Christmas dinner and really enjoy something truly magical and funny. It makes you cry, it makes you laugh. It is just one definitely to sit down with all the family and sit and watch. So my next recommendation to sit down after Christmas dinner and watch is Daddy's Home 2. This is absolutely hilarious. It is so funny. So the blissful co-parenting groove of Dad, Brad and Dusty is disrupted by holiday visits by their own fathers. So this is absolutely amazing. One's a macho man and the other's a complete utter softie. So you've got Will Ferrell, you've got Mark Wahlberg, you've got Mel Gibson, and you've got John Lithgow, I think that's how you say his name. Oh my god, this one is absolutely hilarious. You can't stop laughing from beginning to end. It is just amazing. It's definitely one to sit down with all the family after you've eaten your Christmas dinner and just relax and have a good old family laugh. So that's one of my recommendations to watch this Christmas. Another recommendation is Bad Mums. This one is so funny. It's a stressed out mum, Amy, Carla and Kiki are back. Basically, they're back in a Christmassy mood, and the looming over the Christmas holidays get even more daunting as their mothers show up for a visit. This is absolutely hilarious. I would definitely strongly recommend that you sit down after Christmas dinner or even with a glass of wine and just chill out and watch this because it's extremely funny and I love it. So guys, that is my recommendations of what to watch over Christmas. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Maisie's in the background right here. Whoop, whoop. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed these recommendations. If you did, give the video a big thumbs up. It helps you girl out a lot, helps out the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Next couple of videos will be Christmas related, I promise. And yeah, we're gonna get into the Christmas makeup. So any recommendations on what you'd like to see, put them down in the comments as usual, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Love you all.